Hello, world. It is Smackdown Review. I'm here, Jamal Payne, joined by Dustin Reagan,
What up?
the VTW World Champion, and also joined by Drew Hood.
The following programming is rated WR for Wrestling's Reckoning, beckoning for the world of wrestling. Skip a few lines. The WWE Smackdown Review Show featuring Jamal Payne, Dustin Reagan, and
Okay. We said leave the gimmicks at the door, so please step aside there.
Yeah, leave the egos and the gimmicks at the door.
I was saying that, the show thing, but yes, continue. Go ahead.
All right. If you're watching this show right now, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and we will get this show on the road.
I love how Kevin doesn't get nothing. He just kind of sits out over there.
Poor Kevin. But all right, we will start off by stating that the highlight reel from Kevin Owens was a very good, interesting segment to start off SmackDown. Kevin Owens, he calls himself the face of America, which to me is very intriguing because if you think about it, most Canadians are the face of America when it comes to American wrestling. So what was y'all opinions on this whole segment with Kevin Owens?
I'll go ahead and speak my piece then. As far as the Kevin Owens highlight reel goes, I feel like, he can take some of Jericho's stuff for a bit. I feel as though WWE is trying to not move Kevin Owens into the Jericho spot and make him the new Jericho. But if you think about it, when Michaels got his face smashed in the TV monitor by Jericho, and then Jericho got his face smashed into a TV monitor by Owens, and it's just like this train of Owens now becoming that guy. And that's cool and all, but don't have him steal all Jericho stuff for a time being. Have him do it this once and then have him move on. But as far as the promo himself delivering, it was good. Monotone, but it fits the character.
Right. I agree with you. Like, they can do all that stuff with Kevin and Chris right now, but after a while, you got to let Kevin Owens be Kevin Owens. He's that good on the mic to where he can be himself, and it's going to get over, period. But I want to talk about this. I think it's pretty sad when the match they hyped the most for this week's episode was Jinder Mahal and AJ Styles, right? And they had that match go on first. I think that speaks a lot with how much confidence WWE has in Jinder Mahal, to be honest with you. The fact that you have AJ Styles in this match and you're going to have that go on first. That's what I'm saying with that.
I mean, and they also probably wanted to start the show off hot and everything else. And, AJ's going to be a big draw for SmackDown for the foreseeable future. He's probably going to be the unsung, unofficial, but official face of SmackDown Live for years to come, which is great because Styles is probably the most well-rounded, talented performer on that roster. But I do agree that should have been saved for later. If they were going to do anything, they should have done Orton and Corbin first, but I can see why they didn't because of how the match ended later, but that's for later.
Right.
All right. And Backlash is Sunday, and who do y'all see winning this matchup between Kevin Owens and AJ Styles?
Well, that's hard. It's hard to say because
I can see them going either way, honestly.
Yeah. They did this whole Styles had his knee injured, and that might play into Sunday, and then that's why he loses. But I can also see the underdog babyface coming back and beating Owens to win the United States Championship, and then they have just a longer rivalry, which I'm expecting this isn't just a 1 or 2 off match. This will happen for a few months until Styles maybe moves back into the WWE title picture or something like that. But I suspect AJ will get the U.S. title at some point, but will it be this Sunday? We have yet to see.
To me, I think it's just too early to take it off of Kevin.
Yeah.
So, and I still see they got plans for AJ and Orton feud somewhere down this line. That's coming pretty quick, maybe possibly SummerSlam. So I think they're going to end it with Kevin Owens and AJ there. That way they can start building up for AJ and Orton at SummerSlam.
Yeah, so I think we all can agree that it's going to last for a very long time, up until SummerSlam most likely. So I'm picking Kevin Owens to win this first matchup here with him and AJ Styles.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one. Owens, maybe not necessarily by pinfall or submission. Maybe he retains by DQ or something. I would hate that cheap ending, especially on pay-per-view, but Owens probably will retain.
If he does win by DQ, I want him to win by being aggressive. I want that same Kevin Owens that I saw at NXT, who won matches by, just beating the crap out of his opponent and they can't continue no more.
He essentially won matches by knockout back in NXT. That's how he won the NXT championship. So it would be cool to see that Owens again.
Yeah, I just hate how they step away from that. My thing is, you shouldn't stop what brought him to the, to the dance. You got to keep continuing what he's good at, the whole aggressive Kevin Owens.
We're probably skipping ahead here a little bit, but let's just go and get this out of the way. What the hell have they done to Sami Zayn?
Oh,
God almighty.
I mean, he's on SmackDown, so I do have faith that they will build him up, but
it ain't looking like it.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Hey, guys, let's build Jinder Mahal. Who's the Sami Zayn guy?
It's to the point. Did they draft bookers from Raw and SmackDown or something? Because it's like he getting the same Raw booking.
I guess Sammy's got the same book as Kevin Shaw does.
Oh.
Well, the thing about Sami Zayn is that what they're trying to do, and I think it's fairly obvious to everybody, and that's why it's not clicking, is they're trying to make Sami Zayn the new Daniel Bryan. They're trying to make him that underdog that you want to cheer for because he loses all the time. He always ends up on the bottom end of the food chain. But the thing is, with the smart guys named Mark, you're not going to be able to accomplish that because they see it. And they're going to be like, well, we like Sammy, but, we're not going to ever accept somebody that you're trying to feed us as the underdog. We're going to cheer for God help me here, the James Ellsworths of the world, like last year, which I'm not going to get into that right now because that is a very long discussion that I am most certainly heated about. But it's just Sammy's, I don't know. Hopefully things change for him. But, if we're going to talk about that, then, might as well say him and Corbin on Sunday, last minute made match, kind of suspected it was going to happen because of the attack a couple weeks ago. And I think we all know the end result of this one. This one's going to be a Corbin victory.
Yeah. What are y'all opinions? Go ahead, Dustin.
Help me. It's like the Holocaust came again.
Oh, that story.
Oh, Newberg.
We can't talk about that yet. It's not out.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, for you fans listening right now, we had experience in Newburgh, and you all will see in maybe 2 years from now.
Maybe 3. Give it time.
So the first match for SmackDown was AJ Styles versus Jinder Mahal. AJ, he out technical wrestles Jinder Mahal in the beginning of the match, but Jinder's strength takes over for a while. What are y'all thoughts on this matchup?
You know what? Technicality can't beat roid rage, I'll tell you that. Or whatever supplements Jinder's on. You know what? I can't be mad, though, at Jinder Mahal because you got to admit that the guy paid his dues for the last, 5 years of just straight up losing all the time. Same could be said about a lot of guys, but they're actually giving him a shot. And to put him against AJ Styles and give him the win, and it's still a win, no matter how the victory came about, it's a pretty big deal. And even though Jinder may not win the title on Sunday, he's still going to be a big player going forward, and he's definitely improved leaps and bounds. So I liked the match. I thought it was exciting. I thought that they were able to keep the tempo up pretty well, but that's because AJ's the best performer on that roster, and he can make have a good match with anybody. But Jinder and AJ, I'll give it a solid B+. I thought it was really good, especially for a SmackDown match.
Yeah, I give it a B minus. It was average.
It was exciting
average
enough.
For yeah. All right, we get the Breezango Law and Order Fashion Police segment here. I personally enjoyed it. I guess Dustin Reagan didn't enjoy it.
Oh no, it's the stupidest thing. I don't know what they're doing. Y'all can say it's funny, and it might be funny, but I don't have a funny bone in my damn body, apparently, because I find it just stupid.
For the fans listening right now, Dustin Reagan is very old school minded, but it's very, in a very good way. So Dustin, give us your whole, your whole synopsis about this whole segment.
Like Tyler Breeze, you saw his stuff in NXT.
Yeah.
He's so much more talented than this. Don Gingalo, whatever, he's talented. He can do so much more. So let's put them into a flipping costume where they're supposed to be gay policemen about fashion. Oh, help me, 2017. God alive.
I guess the WWE writers are pandering to all audience. I guess I don't know, but Drew Hood, what's your opinions on this segment here?
Be a lot of stomach been gays around there. I don't know. And no offense if you are, it's just, oh.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna be the opposite here. I don't know whether it was because I was just having a giggle fit this tonight, but like it made me laugh. Like some of the stuff they were saying. And the reason why is because I'm a big Zoolander fan with Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. I think that movie, the first one, I didn't watch the second one. The first one is hilarious, and it just kind of was like a throwback and a callback. That's why it made me laugh so much. I thought it was pretty funny.
Oh.
Do I expect them to become champions out of this? Probably not. This is probably just another feud for the Usos before American Alpha or whoever just comes up and takes it, or New Day or somebody. But yeah, no, I thought it was really funny. I thought it brought something different to the table, even if that difference may not resonate with everybody. I thought it was at least different enough.
But I do want to point this out here. For everyone that gives CTW heck about why the tag team division is not good and how it was struggling with it, I want you all to look at everything that's tag team division in wrestling now. We're not the only ones. Clear example, Fashion Police.
Yeah, essentially now, tag team wrestling has kind of shifted their focus to the entertainment side.
The only place decent with tag team division wrestling has been NXT.
Oh yes,
it's the only place.
And it's so sad that Revival's hurt right now because they will be,
Revival's the greatest tag team in the world right now. I don't care who you are. They're the greatest two-man crew. Crew.
Their in-ring psychology is so amazing. But yeah,
sorry to keep interrupting you, but instead of pushing the Fashion Police, all that gay crap, why don't you push something that has history of being something? Repackage the Ascension, make them not the Road Warriors, make them the Ascension, and there you go.
Yeah, I can't understand why WWE, they always take away what brought you to the dance with the guys from NXT and change their whole, whole momentum.
It's like they brought them up as trying to be the guys that are the greatest tag team ever and they're better than the Road Warriors and all this. And WWE got pissed at them for saying that, but yet WWE brought them up to say that.
It's like you can't win sometimes in situations like that. But the tag team division on SmackDown, I'm just ready for the New Day to show up, honestly. But it's in a very interesting spot right now. Who do you see picking up the win at Backlash, the Usos or Breezango?
Usos, God help me, Usos.
I believe the Usos as well.
Same here. What are your thoughts right now on the whole Usos' new role in SmackDown right now, from when they started it last year?
I liked it. The first promo that they cut, which was before WrestleMania, with American Alpha and everything else, I thought, it was good and it was different and all that. But you gotta change it up every once in a while and add little things to keep the movement going, to keep the character push going. The promo tonight was good. They definitely did what they were supposed to. It's just that my whole thing is that a lot of people cut promos the same nowadays, and they talk kind of normal, and then they just talk loud, and then they think that that's charisma, and then that's getting their point across, which it's not. That's my only problem with a promo like the Usos, where they were kind of talking a bit normal, but then they were yelling for the rest of the promo. That, especially live attendance, those microphones and the sound system's loud, so you can probably barely hear what they're saying anyway. So you're just like, well, they said something, and I assume it meant something.
The Usos, their promo style kind of reminds me of how, like, freestyle rappers, when they battle rap, that's how they kind of emphasize certain points to what they're saying, and it's like they talk in a rhythm. If you can kind of look at it, they speak in the rhythm. It's like it go bam, 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 pause, bam, bam, bam. It's their style. It's very different. They do yell a lot, but I can kind of see what they're trying to do with the whole, like, kind of underground hip hop, aggressive style of cutting promos.
Yeah.
All right, so we get a match with Breezango and the Shining Stars. And
Shining Stars, whomever they are, the ones that beat American Alpha, and now Alpha's not even on the program anymore. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and say pass on the match. It was what it was, and the post promo was what it was as well.
Yeah, only thing I got good of it was the promo after the match, with the whole Breezango and Uso thing. Next out, we get Shane McMahon. He comes out and he invites the 6 women who will be competing in a 6-man tag match. He invites them all out. Naomi said she's gonna snatch some hair out some women and make them go bald.
Oh, you savage.
Like, the thing, all right, here's my thoughts on it, and I'll just keep this short in the interest of time. As far as that whole segment goes, the one thing I have to say that's like a major positive is that the women on SmackDown talk on the mic a whole heck of a lot better than the ones on Raw, minus Alexa Bliss. When Alexa Bliss was on SmackDown, I felt like the mic skills between all the SmackDown women compared to the Raw roster was like, it was unparalleled. They're at least good at throwing the insults and all that other stuff. And if you actually really listen to the promos, minus some of them sounding a bit annoying or monotone or whatever, the insults are actually not too shabby. They're actually pretty good. It's actually not half bad writing. It's just that sometimes it gets overshadowed by someone like Charlotte Flair, who is ultra talented, and I believe she's going to be, if I know this is a long shot, but if anybody, I feel like Charlotte Flair is going to be the first woman to wrestle a man for a world title eventually down the line.
I can definitely see her doing it.
Because this is the thing. This is the thing with that. You remember when Reed Flair died?
Yeah.
He really didn't die.
So are you saying Charlotte Flair is Reed Flair?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, there you go. That is what it is. Conspiracy theories. That's a whole nother extra talk show.
We must see some pictures. But yeah.
We ain't gotta talk about the pictures. We're gonna move on from those lives.
They make boob jobs easy nowadays. That's Nikki Bella.
Anyway, you get a Naomi versus Carmella match due to the little confrontation they had at the whole.
Oh, let's talk
contract.
about this. These little leg kicks Naomi was giving, and then I think it was I forgot who the heck she was wrestling. Carmella was ducking them, and they did this spot like 3 times to get it right. Damn, Kevin Shaw, why don't you train them that one? Oh.
Yeah, don't mess up Kevin too bad. Now we won't talk about Kevin Shaw. He needs some milk. Now the whole, the match itself was what it was. I was very surprised for a Naomi and Carmella match to get 2 segments, meaning they got 1 segment to do the first part of the match, commercial break, and then they finished the match on the second part. For those of you listening who don't know what that meant, I was surprised that they got 2 segments to do their match. The time-wise, I thought they went on longer than usual, which the whole SmackDown is the land of opportunities thing, but. If someone isn't exactly, I don't know, a marathon runner per se, then they shouldn't be on for longer than 2 segments. They should have short bursts, make the action quick, make it hype, and
Be
then
like, yeah, they got to be like Goldberg's Tower Run.
yeah, essentially,
Remind you, he was the champion for what, 2-3 months,
yeah,
and he wrestled for a total of 9 minutes
Yeah.
and 58 seconds.
yeah. He's champ for a little while, but he had less than 10 minutes of in-ring time during his last WWE run.
Yeah, I don't want to go back on that. I was frustrated with the whole Goldberg, championship run. We get a backstage segment with Sami Zayn. He's already buried. So I'll continue. The main event of SmackDown, we get Randy Orton versus Baron Corbin.
Dad?
Yes, your father versus Baron Corbin.
Die.
Now, as far as the match goes, they were two heavyweights, so kind of expected what we got, which wasn't bad at all. It was quite good. They have some.
I was very upset though. We didn't see his traditional headlock sequence because of that stupid dive post.
Oh God, we're not going to talk about ... dive. That's a whole.
We might as well. It's been blowing up Twitter like all week.
That's definitely a different day when we got more time and we named dive.
The one thing that aggravated me in this match was the whole repetitive sliding under the ring post, getting back into the ring. I guess Randy Orton got tired of it too, hitting him with an RKO because that's how he finished the match and won.
I feel like the sliding under the ring post was supposed to build for the finish. The only problem with that is that Corbin succeeded on the first slide, so why would he do it again? I feel like he should have missed the first one, hit the second one, and then maybe have gone to the outside for the third one. But, instantaneously he gets hit with the RKO as soon as he comes back in. So I can see that. It also protects Corbin a little bit. But, yeah, I agree that he shouldn't have gone to the well 3 times. It should have been at most twice.
I agree.
Yeah, the repetitiveness got him, an L for the night. But will he bounce back at Backlash?
Yeah, Corbin will beat Zayn at Backlash. I predict that in the future, not only will he beat Zayn, but I feel like Corbin might be our Mr. Money in the Bank this year.
Good possibility.
It's a possibility for that.
Which is why they keep protecting him, because he's going to be one of their big guys, which, Jinder's getting we'll move on to real quick here, a little segment I like to call top heels. Are they really getting heat? As far as Jinder Mahal goes, he's doing.
Are they really getting heat?
Are they really getting heat? Jinder Mahal is getting booed, but because he's bashing America, and as Americans know, we are a very prideful country, and if you even say as much as America's fat, you will get boos. But
well, I mean, not me. I laugh at it.
Oh no, I laugh at the foreign gimmick.
Now,
really
if he was to come over here and pull my dip can out to the sink, then all hell's gonna break loose. We ain't talking a wrestling match. We get some shotguns out. We declaring war on that Osama.
But we're
going to fight.
We're going to war today, Osama bin Laden.
Good Lord.
I'm right.
Yeah. But as far as Jinder goes, he's getting booed, but I don't think it's real heat. I feel like it's like a why are you here kind of booze. Now, Corbin, on the other hand, during that match, he was, oh my Lord, this is what I love. I love when a bad guy's talking trash.
Yes.
I love when a bad guy's making the crowd hate him because he won't shut up. He was actually drawing boos because they actually hate Baron Corbin. It's not that they hate, oh look, it's a guy in apocalyptic tights and a cutoff T-shirt.
Right.
So let's boo him. Oh, it's a fine guy. Let's boo him.
That's my point that you're saying here.
Yeah.
Being in the what's the word I'm looking for here? In the world we are in today, when it comes to pro wrestling, can you really get real heat?
That is the question these days. Is the fans I feel like the whole black and white of good guy and bad guy is getting old, because now the fans kind of relate more to the bad guy because the bad guy acts more realistic than the good guy. The whole Superman thing doesn't work anymore.
To which the question is owed, are the good guys now the bad guys and the bad guys now the good guys because you relate more to the bad guys? I think that's the way WWE and all the television television shows view it. And if you're gonna, like all they want is a reaction essentially. And if you give someone a loud reaction, then they're gonna be like, all right, you're doing what we want you to do. That's great. So we'll just go ahead and keep that up. But I feel like there is a way to do it. Funny enough, Randy Orton showed us a good way to do it, and that's insult the internet. And the internet will come with, torches and pitchforks, and they'll try to burn.
But he's a good guy.
And I know
he just don't give a damn.
I was gonna say the way I view Orton, he just does. He's doing what he's doing.
These insults, man.
I actually applaud Orton for that because you know what. Regardless of whether you agree or not, it certainly got people talking, and I'm sure a lot more people actually tuned into SmackDown tonight. The ratings came out, and you'll see that more people tuned in.
Will Ospreay loves him.
Oh, Lord. Long talk, different day.
Yeah, touche. I mean, our next episode, wrestling talk. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Yesterday was Talking Raw, so today is what?
Is it
Talk Smack? Yeah.
Talk Smack. Yeah, Talk Smack.
Talk Smack. That's today's episode. Talk Smack.
Yeah, and that was where my SmackDown ended. I love, as far as ratings go for this SmackDown, I'll give it a generous B. I liked it, progression, but it doesn't feel like we're about to head into Backlash. That's my own.
Like it's weird that we didn't see Nakamura once.
That was honestly a surpriser to me. We haven't seen him once this episode. Has he ever done a match yet on SmackDown? I don't believe so.
His debut match is against Ziggler on Sunday.
See, I hate the WWE. They do this. They want us to really want to see somebody go in the ring and wrestle, so they make us wait to a pay-per-view to actually get more views. And
well, I was about to say the reason they make people wait is because if Shinsuke goes out there and wrestles all the time, the speciality about the strong style and the artist or whatever they want to call him goes away. If he continually just keeps wrestling, people are going to get used to it. So Shinsuke Nakamura matches are now going to be special attraction matches, not like Lesnar where he leaves, but he'll be there. It's just also going to be an Undertaker style thing where Taker didn't wrestle all the time, but he showed up where it mattered, and then that's when fans got really invested.
They could at least gave us one match. I don't care if it was a squash match. They could at least gave us one little glimpse of him kicking somebody's head off or something. Other than
I agree with how they didn't have a wrestling on there. It's just weird that you're trying to get people used to the artist gimmick and all that stuff. So why wouldn't you have them at least cut like some kind of promo, some kind of hype video? But I mean, I know they didn't have the one Backlash promo on there, but something that describes what he is. Hell, put some stuff of what he's done in NXT. If you can even get the footage of what he did with New Japan on there, do that. Get people familiar with it.
Yeah. But I also feel like WWE is stubborn in that way. They like to build the stars in their way and say that they're the reason that it got made.
And your point with that, I also don't think that that WWE wants to see Shinsuke Nakamura beat Brock Lesnar either.
No.
That did happen.
Shinsuke beat Brock Lesnar.
AJ,
that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
I might want to see Shinsuke kick off Lesnar's head this one time.
I want to see Dang Samoa Joe and Lesnar, but I know that's not going to happen. But anyway, that's on a Talking Raw show.
Yeah, so. They won't give us what we want,
So, all right. So, best show this week: Raw or SmackDown?
See, SmackDown don't have enough time for
because this is the one time that, hey, if he doesn't do a WWE review, okay, let's switch it up on them. So I think this time Raw actually beat out SmackDown.
They really did, honestly. I hate to say it because I'm a SmackDown guy, but Raw brought their A game this week, and they really are building up a string of rules to be a show to watch.
It was actually a pro wrestling event. It wasn't just soap opera.
Which is getting to me. Did they switch writers for SmackDown or Raw or something? Because ever since the whole draft happened,
I swear they did. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's the draft. It's the difference in talent and mixture of people. But I can agree that Raw won, but simply because Raw mixed together segments with the wrestling portion of it, and that's what people are looking for nowadays. So I agree. I think Raw won. I think the problem with SmackDown right now is that they lost a lot of the guys that made SmackDown Live great.
Yeah.
They had the draft, and Miz went to Raw. Ambrose went to Raw. Friggin' almost everybody went to Raw, and everyone was like, well, what does SmackDown have now? And that's actually becoming a more prominent question because it's just kind of like, well, what's SmackDown going to do?
And we're still waiting for the New Day to show up. They still haven't showed up yet.
When's Rusev supposed to show up?
Yeah. But yeah, as far as it goes, Raw wins for me this week. SmackDown, we'll see what they do with Backlash on Sunday.
All right. To everyone watching at home, thank you all for watching this SmackDown review. And
we promise next time we'll start looking at comments and start answering comments questions if there even is any. I don't know because we probably ain't popular enough yet. But that's besides the point I'm trying to make here. I am the World Heavyweight Champion of this great organization called BTW. And y'all have a good night. Like, subscribe.
Hey, hold up.
Next time.
Wait, hold up. Also, this Friday. 7 what time? 7 what? 7 o'clock, 7:20, 7:30.
Look here, Jamal. Look here. Keyword when you're promoting, know your shit before you go to talking.
Hey, I'm freestyling this right now, but this Friday, definitely check out Final Stand. It will be myself versus the little punk himself, Drew Hood.
Hey, that's me.
I will be putting my foot in his mouth for this match, and
I will be chopping and stretching and showing Kevin how to work. So it's going to be fun, entertaining for everybody. Nice, friendly competition.
You all want to miss this action. We are the most consistent show in backyard wrestling. I am Jamal Payne. This is Dustin Reagan. This is Drew Hood. We will see y'all then. Peace out.
Yeah.
Tear it down.
Also, yeah.
What do you want from me?
I was like,